Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, today's high is going to be 75, mostly cloudy. That's just fine with me. Looks like a perfect fall day. I imagine after these cooler days, the leaves are going to start turning pretty quickly now. Here in Ohio, we have the metro parks, and when the leaves turn, it's really beautiful. So, a nice ride through the metro parks might be nice. But I used to love to just go for long drives back in the day, but it's too expensive to do that now, which is really a shame. Not only that, but there's too much traffic, too many crazy drivers. People are always in a hurry. So I won't be doing that. But going for a nice walk might be nice. I love the fall weather, and I love the changing of the colors. But I know what's coming after all the leaves have fallen. Winter is coming. Wasn't that a thing on what was that show? The medieval show. I never really watched it much, but where they had the winter, what the heck was the name of it? Oh, it'll come to me. Well, anyway, Game of Thrones, that's what it was. I never really got into that too much. Maybe that's a show that I could start watching. It was on for a few seasons. Anyway, I have a new creamer. Not new, but I actually bought this for my grandson. It's his favorite. So since my chocolate is gone, and he really doesn't have coffee too often at home, because he's at work most of the time, I thought I would give this a try this morning. So I don't know how much exactly I want. With the chocolate creamer, I pretty much know how much I need in there. Okay, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's good, but not as good as my chocolate creamer. But it will do until I get to the store. So I don't have to make dinner today. My daughter's taking me out somewhere for my birthday. I love spending one-on-one time with my kids and grandkids. It's great when they're all together, but it's kind of a whirlwind then because, with 5 grandkids and 3 kids and their spouses, and, that's a lot of people. So I love spending one-on-one time with all my kids. I think that's really important to do every now and then because you can get to have a nicer conversation with them rather than, everybody there at once. But I love that too. I love family gatherings. It's one of my very favorite things in the whole world. So, all right, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I will meet you at the budget book, and we'll see how I did yesterday. Well, here we are, back at the budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money, so that's a good thing. Still waiting for my shutter guy, my roof guy, my window guy. Haven't heard anything. I know they're all very busy, so I guess I'll just continue with the waiting game. So those expenses will not go on my budget book. Those go in a different place. My budget book is strictly for spending that I have control over, like groceries, or if I buy clothes, or any incidentals that I don't really have to buy, that I can do without. They go on the budget book. So that keeps my spending in check for other things that I have to have, like the things I just mentioned. So I'm hoping that my furnace and air conditioning last a few more years. I mean, they're 20 years old, and they weren't like top of the line when I had them installed. I mean, they're builder grade. So, 20 years is, I'm pushing it. I had my hot water heater replaced, I think it was last year or the year before, so that's good. And most of my appliances have been replaced once or twice. So I should be okay on that front. The only appliance I haven't had replaced, appliances, are my dryer and my stove. So who knows? I can get along without a stove. I have enough small appliances that I could get by for a while till I had the money to buy a stove. But the dryer I would need to replace. But this one so far is working okay. I did have it serviced when my washer went out, and Bob, the repairman, was going to fix it and then didn't show up. So, but I did pay him to have the dryer looked at and fixed. Well, there was nothing wrong with it. He cleaned it and said it was still in okay shape, so I'm hoping it lasts for several more years anyway. It's hard when all these things hit you at the same time. And if you have a house, that's usually what happens, especially if you had it built and everything was new. That was great, and that was a nice thing for 20 years, but then everything seems to go around the same time. And nowadays, the stuff they put in, I'll bet you that doesn't even last that long. So I guess I was pretty lucky to get 20 years out of most of the things. Now the refrigerator, that went after, I think, 10 years. And this one I've had almost 10 years. Yeah, probably. So I don't know, I may end up replacing that coming up in the future too. So anyway, big expenses. I don't mind the little expenses so much, but the big expenses really put the hurt to you, especially if you're on a low income. So anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee and just ponder on life a little bit and see where the day takes me. Maybe I'll do a little more decluttering or a little easy cleaning up. I'm going to take a staycation day today since it's my birthday. But I don't have any big plans other than going out to dinner with my daughter, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, all right, I will be back a little later and we'll see what's going on. So this is my attic. I've been working on this for a while, and it had way more clothes. I have a lot of clothes bins up here. But I've been working on downsizing this too. So I still have quite a bit of stuff. I think all this can go. These are kind of empty and hangers. I have a couple stereo systems over there, like 3 of them that I don't need. Those can go. And I have a lot of bedding up here. So some of it I'm going to let go and some of it isn't, but this is actually going to be a project for a cooler day. It's kind of warm up here. But I did find some clothes that I want to declutter from one of the bins. So one by one I'm going through the bins. I'm going through the bedding. Lots of stuff, but it's getting there. It's not horrendous, but it's way too much stuff. Stuff I don't even need. So most of this will probably go to the donation because they're like mock turtlenecks and I can't stand that around my neck. So more clothes for the donation. And I'll be coming back up here as the weather cools and get rid of more things. You know, looking through some of these clothes, it's like a trip down memory lane. When I was a much younger woman, I used to love sweater dresses, and these are so pretty. They're just so pretty. They were nice. They made a really nice figure. Come on, focus. But they have the higher collar, which I can't stand that around my neck anymore. So these two I really like for fall, and they do have the higher collar, so what I'm going to try to do is just cut this part off. I mean, worst case scenario, I ruin the sweater. Otherwise I can't wear it. I'm going to donate it anyway. So yeah, sometimes decluttering is like a trip down memory lane. I had a lot of these beautiful knit dresses, and they looked really nice on. But that was from a different time, and these even still have shoulder pads in them. So, but they're beautiful. They're in mint condition. So I'm going to go ahead and donate them, and hopefully some other younger woman will enjoy them as much as I did. So these t-shirts actually fit pretty well. They're very comfortable. So I think what I tried, this was a mock turtleneck too, and all I did was I cut a slit in the front. So I think I could wear them that way and maybe just do a little stitching right here. So before I get rid of these, because they are very comfortable, they're not too tight, and they're a nice weight for the fall now. So I think I'll hold off on donating these, but all my beautiful dresses have to go. So sorry about the phone in front of the face, but I just wanted to show you what I'm going to do with these. All right, so here are all those t-shirts all folded. I can put these in my closet now. They don't do me any good up in the attic. I can't wear them up there, and I won't bother going up there. So I can get rid of some of my older t-shirts because these are like brand new. So anyway, remember I always said I bought something in every color? Well, this is an example of that. So now I can wear these and they'll be all ready for the fall and winter. Right, well here I just cut it off, and it's much more comfortable now and I can wear it. So repurposing my clothes, if this does fray, I don't think it will because I cut it real close to the stitch line. But if it does, I can always run a stitch along there. So rather than going out and buying new clothes for the fall, I'm just going to repurpose what I have. So I really like this little t-shirt, and I'll be wearing that this fall now because it's comfortable. All right, so this is what I cut off, and actually this is double. So if I wanted to, I could even make a matching headband out of this. Let's see. There we go. Okay, well, that's not working too well. But yeah, you get the idea. I could make a matching headband or some kind of a hair thing out of this if I wanted to. All right. So I had planned on going and doing some grocery shopping on Wednesday. But I went through my refrigerator and my freezer, and there's still plenty of things to eat in there, so I'm going to wait until the following Wednesday because Social Security comes once a month, so it's closer to the time of my Social Security. So rather than going in the hole by spending $50 to $100 on groceries, I'm just going to hold off another week. So going through your freezer and refrigerator, and also yesterday, I went through a lot of my food magazines. I don't have a ton of them, but I have a few that I like. And I went through those and I picked out some recipes. So that's more than enough for an extra week and a half. So that's what I'm planning on doing. And I already went on the Walmart app and put all my things in the cart. But like I said, I got rid of the free delivery because it's not really free. It's $18 a month. And for as often as I shop at Walmart, it's not worth it. So I got rid of that. So I'm just going to do the pickup thing at Walmart. So that'll save me some time. And then I will physically go into Aldi's. And if there's anything else I need at Mark's, then I'll go there. But that's my plan for my food and my groceries. And I don't have to cook the next 3 days. So I'll be just fine, and I'll be able to wait another week to go grocery shopping. Okay, time to relax a little bit. I've just been putzing around here all morning. Then I ventured up into the attic. It was a little bit too warm, but I got a little bit out of the attic, so and a little more for a donation, so it's definitely like eating an elephant. One bite at a time. So today, I'm going to go out to dinner with my daughter. She called me this morning and wanted to take me out for my birthday. And then my mom called me and wanted to take me out for my birthday. And my son called and wanted to take me out for my birthday. So now I'm going out with my daughter tonight and my mother tomorrow and my son on Wednesday. So like I said, I like to spend one-on-one time with my family too. Most of the time we just have a gathering with a birthday cake, but this is nice. I enjoy spending time with each one of my family members too. So I'm finishing up my morning coffee even though it's already 2 o'clock. So cheers. I should just stick some ice cubes in it, but there's just a couple sips left. So yeah, looking through my old clothes, definitely some of it, I mean a lot of the really old clothes I got rid of a long time ago. My clothes from when I used to go out dancing and, you know, just having fun. But now I'm more sensible. But I still like to dance. The old body just doesn't move like it used to, but that's okay. You know, you can get on your groove, put on some music, and that's always fun. So now I dance here by myself in my kitchen. So anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to going out to dinner. I don't know, I'm thinking something Italian sounds good to me. But we'll see. It's still early, we can still decide. So, I'm sure my mom likes Olive Garden, so she'll probably want to go there. But, of course, she'll leave it up to me, but I know she likes it there, so that's probably where we'll go tomorrow. And that's where I was thinking we could go tonight, but if I'm going to go there tomorrow, I'll probably think of something different for tonight. So, the decluttering process is it's kind of a bittersweet process, as we all know. Once it's out and gone, it's like, you know, you take a breath and you just feel so much lighter. But while you're in the throes of it, it's kind of heavy. You know, it's a heavy process. I'm not one that gets attached to too many memory things. The ones that are really important to me, I've kept, but I don't have. a ton of them. Like, you know, I don't have any of my kids' toys or my grandkids' toys, or those left a long time ago. But so for me, it's mostly clothes, Christmas stuff still, even though I've downsized probably half of it. I need to downsize half again. Same with clothes. And kitchen things, you know, dishes and pots and pans and this and that. So that's most of what clutter I have. Oh, and books. I have a lot of books. But I don't know. Most of them are cookbooks and gardening books and how to this and how to that. So one of these days I'll go through my books, but they all have a home. It's not like they're sitting around, you know, in big huge piles all over the place. So as long as they have a home, I'm not in a real huge hurry to get rid of any of my books. Although I have downsized my cookbooks a couple of times, especially when I went from eating meat to being plant-based. I figured there's no point to keeping a lot of cookbooks that, you know, have a lot of meat recipes in them. Although I do veganize, for lack of a better term, a lot of regular recipes. Even though I'm not vegan, I'm vegetarian. But, you know, you can use a lot of different mix and match and substitutions in recipes. Like if something calls for, well, let's take eggplant parmesan. You can use zucchini parmesan or yellow squash parmesan, or, you know, you can mix and match ingredients. As long as the spices go well with it, and spices mixed and matched spices, pretty much you can do with anything too. You can do it with potatoes or greens, or, you know, you can make them any flavor you want. So that's it for my decluttering today. It's almost, you know, it's headed towards 3 o'clock, that hour where I just kind of crash. So I'm just going to take it easy until I hear from my daughter, because she's always got a ton of things going on. So whenever she's ready to go, I'll be ready. And in the meantime, I'm just going to relax and have a nice iced tea. And that'll be it for my day. So, all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Oh, before I go, there is one thing I wanted to talk about that I forgot, and it's refurbishing your clothes. For me, going up in the attic and looking through all those boxes of older clothes. Now, some of them don't fit at all anymore, so those, of course, are naturally going to donation. But like the t-shirts I found, redoing those really helps me not want to shop. And that is my biggest goal, to control my spending and to control my shopping. And the two of them, if you work the program together, and for me it's a program. It's tracking my spending, what I'm spending on what, and I don't feel deprived, because when I start to go through the declutter and looking through everything I have, then I realize how blessed I am and how much I have, and it makes me just very thankful. I don't feel deprived. So I just wanted to add that little tidbit in there. Let me know if you guys feel that way, or if, you know, budgeting and minding your money, if it makes you feel deprived or unhappy. But for me, it actually makes me happy that I can reuse some of the things that I actually forgot I had. So, all right, now I'm going to sign off. I wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.